Hello and welcome to one of our biggest ever shows, which will be split into two parts, the Saturday matches and those on the Sunday. I'm Simon Mason, and from the Investec Women's Premier Division we have highlights from Buckingham at home to Surbiton, Holcombe against Hampstead and Westminster, Clifton Robinsons versus the University of Birmingham, and Loughborough students against Beeston. In the Men's Premier Division we've got the best of the action from Surbiton against Old Georgians, Brooklands Manchester University at home to the University of Exeter, Holcombe's visit to Beeston, Hampstead and Westminster against Reading, and Wimbledon against East Grinstead. First, we go to Buckingham for the visit of the league leaders Surbiton. After a terrible spell, the host side went into this on the back of 3 victories in a row, moving them up to 4th. For Surbiton, they needed just 7 points to guarantee the league title. Charlie Broom will talk you through this one.
Finding some space down that right, gets it back, plays it back down the right channel. Probing here, the hosts. Ball into the circle. Now here might be a chance, and don't quite get hold of the shot, but the second shot is got hold of, and it's a goal for Natasha James. 7 minutes in, it's Buckingham 1, Surbiton 0. Penalty corner goes to Stenner on the left-hand castle. Back to the injector. Chance here for Surbiton, and Erica Sanders takes it. Buckingham in front for 10 minutes. Buckingham 1, Surbiton 1. Surbiton patiently playing it around the back. Now here's a chance perhaps for Catlin. Catlin into the circle. Sanders goes to ground. Puts it back into play. Catlin. And it's in. Catlin sees her shot go in. Penalty corner. Who's going to take this responsibility? Again, it goes to that left-hand castle. Drag flick looking for the deflection. Great stop by Van Arrowsmith on the line. But it's still there for Surbiton. Did they get the shot away? Martin on the reverse stick. It's wide. Penalty corner. Left-hand castle is Thomas, and it goes to Thomas. Thomas looking for the deflection off Brandt's stick, but it goes up and over the bar. Surbiton try and get this clear. The pressure coming, and they've turned it back over here. Buckingham, ball back in, and there's a chance here for Porter! And Lottie Porter levels it up. Buckingham 2, Surbiton 2, 34 minutes played. Buckingham now down this right-hand channel. Now this is a really good opportunity. Will it fall? It falls to Porter. Good save, it's still there. And Porter again on the reverse stick. And I think it hits the back of the stick. It's away. Penalty corner. So Surbiton goes to Sanders, who switches it. And the drag flick comes in from Collins. It's still there. Shot comes in from Guckian, and Sanders gets the shot away, but it's wide of the target. Penalty corner goes to Stenner. Stenner looking for the deflection from Guckian, and it's a penalty stroke. Surbiton have a chance to break the deadlock in this 4th quarter. Penalty stroke. Sanders. Can she put Surbiton in front? Yes, she can. Keeper goes the wrong way. And 54 minutes in, Surbiton have the lead once more. Buckingham trying to find the equaliser, but Surbiton win possession back. Ball straight up the middle of the park, and it gives Surbiton an attacking chance down this right-hand channel, and they're in round the back. If they can get the ball across, they can. They're across towards Collins, and Payne has turned it in, sorry. Holly Payne makes it 4-2. And Surbiton looking safe now. The ball's gone off that left-hand touchline as we look down. Surbiton taking it quickly. They've got space to move it in, and a chance here for Hannah Martin. Martin sees her first shot saved, falls back to Martin, who on the spin puts it in. And Surbiton are taking all 3 points here. Buckingham 2, Surbiton 5. 67 minutes gone. Into the corner. Last few seconds end of this match. Ball smacked up the park. That is the final whistle. And Surbiton's unbeaten season continues. And 4th place Buckingham are put to the sword here at Stowe. Final score, Buckingham 2, Surbiton 5.
Victory last time out at Bowden gave Holcombe a chance to get a bit of breathing space from the bottom two, but also kept them in with another chance of sneaking into the top four. For Hampstead, a win was a must to keep the league title out of Surbiton's hands for one more week at least. Clifton Robinsons hosted bottom place University of Birmingham, having not won in their last 3 matches, their last win coming against Birmingham before Christmas. The university side had to go even further back to find their last victory, having picked up just 1 point in their last 8 games.
Played foot. Yes!
The final match of Saturday was 7th against 8th, Loughborough students versus Beeston. A victory for either side here would give them a bit more of a gap from the bottom two. So at the end of Saturday, the table looked like this. Surbiton are still 9 points clear, with Hampstead now guaranteed a playoff spot. The battle for fourth is still tight, with 4 teams within 4 points of each other. At the bottom, Bowden slipped to bottom. At the bottom, Bowden slipped to bottom, with the University of Birmingham leapfrogging them for now. Our first match in the men's Premier Division was a clash between first and fourth, as Old Georgians make the short trip to Surbiton. It saw the return of Sam Ward to hockey action after his horrific facial injury at the beginning of November. This match ended in an entertaining 4-3 win to Surbiton earlier in the season. Let's join Charlie Broom once more.
Ball forward by Surbiton, and a chance perhaps down this right hand flank. Ball comes across as the chance lost. No, it's still alive, and there's Ben Boone to turn it in. What a start for the hosts. 3 minutes in, and Ben Boone gives them the lead. Free hit, Surbiton in the middle of the park. Measured aerial out to the left hand side. Now is there a chance down this left hand channel? And it's there for Forsyth. No, the keeper makes a save, and Forsyth at the second asking puts it in. And 40 minutes in, Surbiton have doubled their lead. Penalty corner. Ward stands on the near castle. Will he take on responsibility? Yes, he will. And that's a fine save. Was it off the lane by Salisbury, or was it saved by Gibson? Either way, the ball is kept out. Long corner. Old Georgians trying to get one back. Working it down this right-hand flank. Is that overplayed? No, ball's still in. Here is Ward. Ward goes to work. Ward gets taken out. Here's Carson, saved by Gibson. Still there, shot comes in, another save, and eventually cleared by Salisbury. Georgians coming again. Here is Morton. Morton finds ball. Back to Morton. Morton up and over the top now. Here's an opportunity perhaps on the reverse stick. Shot comes in, takes half a deflection, and then off the foot of Horn and away. Penalty corner. This time the keeper makes a save, and Ward can't get the shot on target. Jackson with the flick. Free hit outside the circle, taken by Morton. Oh, did that go 5? Play on, say the officials. Oh, and it takes a deflection off Tom Salisbury. And Old Georgians have their first goal on the half-hour mark. Old Georgians. Oh dear, it's been turned over on the halfway line. There could be an opportunity for the break here. There's Royce on plenty of space down the middle. Here is Royce on the reverse stick. Royce scores across Pinner and into the net, and Surbiton lead 3-1, 43 minutes gone. Free hits for Surbiton. And to look after this ball, fashion another opportunity to just take that game that bit further away from Old Georgians. Lovely turn, and they could be in here. Forsyth crabbing along. Forsyth pulls it back. Pinner makes the save. It's still there for Surbiton, and across the face of goal, and nobody on a white shirt on that far post. Old Georgians down that left-hand side. On here's a chance. Ball back in for Richards, and they're back in it. 3-2, 53rd minute, and Old Georgians have a lifeline in this one. Surbiton. Reverse stick. Oh, Route 1 stop, but here's a great opportunity. Forsyth cuts inside and puts it over the bar. What a chance that was for Alan Forsyth. Penalty corner, Sam Ward on the left-hand castle. It goes to Ward. Ward goes across the keeper, beat Gibson. And Sam Ward, on his return to league action, scores in the 63rd minute to level it up. Time running out. Is there to be a winner? It's finished all square here. Surbiton 3, Old Georgians 3, the final score.
We go now to Manchester for a vital clash at the foot of the table, as 8th placed Brooklands hosted 9th place University of Exeter. A win for either side would be huge for their survival prospects.
Slight shift at the top of the D, gives the angle for Hooper. Exeter's leading goal scorer this year fires them ahead in this vital game. Too fast and high for Turner and Flanagan in the Brooklands net. Anyway, low to Seager Green's right. The rebound's turned home by Tom Russell. The two Brooklands England EDP boys combining to draw their side level. Anyway, first with the flick. Good save by Seager Green, and Tom Russell, the injector, was alert and somewhat bobbled it over the despairing goalkeeper for the Brooklands equaliser. Way with a rocket into the top corner. Really got hold of this anyway. Slung perfectly into the top corner. And he receives the congratulations from his teammates. Anyway, carrying out a defence for Brooklands, but it's been stolen. The home side in a lot of trouble. Duncan Scott with the Exeter equaliser. Brooklands, who are down to 9 men, trying to carry out from the back, and they're just overloaded inside their D. Duncan Scott, the Exeter captain, there to capitalise on the Brooklands mistakes. Long ball out to Anyways, surrounded by Exeter players, and they've turned it over the visitors. And again dispossessing Anyway. Scott again on the back post, and Duncan Scott again has scored at the far end. This time he gives his side the lead. And having been 2-1 up, Brooklands find themselves trailing. And if the score stays like this, Exeter will go ahead of them in the league. Batatessa across. Snapshot, good save by Seager Green, and David Flanagan with the rebound. Can't keep it down, and it goes over the bar. Final seconds. Poor aerial thrown forward. Dan Vincent playing it forward to Flanagan. Foul on the edge of the D. Oh, and the knock away has resulted in a corner. Final play of the game. And Exeter have given away a penalty corner. Anyway's been the go-to for Brooklands today. It's his way. And Seager Green is there to meet him.
Holcombe travelled to Beeston knowing anything other than a win would realistically end their playoff hopes. This one ended in a 2-2 draw earlier in the season. We join up with BTV for all the action.
Nice interception in the middle of the field and played forward, and things can open up here quickly. Into the circle, a bit of a stumble, but play carries on. Goalkeeper comes out, and it's into the goal.
Excellent
Toby
follow-up.
Stanley for Beeston. We've got our first goal in less than 5 completed minutes. Good advantage as well.
Well, I think that's right. I mean, Chris Proctors is his most dangerous when he receives the ball in these kind of positions, and he's got space to run. It's fallen a little bit well for him just at that point, but then, of course, it's fallen again.
With it, Mark Leghorn, number 7.
Yeah, playing his now more usual role in defence. As a younger guy, he was more of a forward, but he's settled into these defensive roles quite well.
He picked up a... Let's just break off again. That's into the circle. Can this be fashioned into a shooting opportunity? It's been blocked well.
Simon Hudge ran.
Indeed, he's can be like a metronome. Just keeps everything moving, keeps moves ticking over. A little bit of stick to stick here, but running with it is Hayden Phillips.
This is dangerous, this.
Phillips has found a teammate. Blocked with the pads, and that's a penalty corner.
Yeah, it's a similar thing, really. That's been a save.
It is Banderak this time, low and in, and that is the equalising goal.
You're quite right, Andy. So you see that by changing that, they've given themselves a completely different angle, avoided the number one runner, and there's the equaliser. So sensible move from Holcombe.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again, but probably at half time, I think.
Yeah.
That looked pretty much nailed on for a second Beeston goal as we break off again. Played in, and that is a second for Holcombe.
Very good goal. Robert Field, I think,
Indeed
scored that. Is
Indeed,
that?
16 Robert Field on the reverse side.
Nick Banderak there just finds his way between those two players. Barry Middleton, as ever, makes his connection. A reverse stick finish. Difficult for defenders to get hold of.
Advantage being played. And that is a third for Holcombe on the stroke of half-time.
Bad time to
Break
concede.
Quickly to the baseline. And
Easy,
then
just,
turned in
yeah,
by
low
Harry
stick
Truce.
from Harry, just deflected it past Simon Hudge.
Joe Sharp is number 12. So that
It's
is Joe Sharp,
yeah,
number
it is,
12.
yeah.
There we go. So that's just a confirmation of what was going on. And that's a fourth for Holcombe. How quickly was that into the back of the net?
And that's Harry Trussler again. I mean, he's obviously making an art out of this reverse stick deflection, because that was better than the first one, to be fair, because that wasn't an easy one to get on the end of.
We've had two unusual stoppages
Weird
there.
restarts.
Like I said, this has been a couple of months where I have seen literally everything. And mopped up so importantly.
Look how high all the players
Could
are.
this be number 5? Oh, so close indeed. And close to it on the floor.
Team connections and the way that teams work together. Here we go.
That is another one for Beeston.
That's Toby Stanley again.
Second for Toby Stanley. And we've got a game on.
This is what Beeston have struggled to do, but the first time it's happened in this half, Toby's decided to hit it and it's beaten the keeper. So this becomes quite an important corner for Beeston.
Okay, so we saw Males a few moments ago. Dixon is still hovering around the outside. It's Dixon this time. And it is there!
Now we do have an interesting 9 minutes, 8 minutes.
Adam Dixon with the goal. Another one to add to his collection. That's 7 penalty corners now. Slow delivery. Intricate, and then cleared off the line.
It's a stick save on the line from Robbie Gleeson, I think.
And it's been turned over, and that surely is 3 points
not good
for
enough from
Holcombe.
Lucas Ward. Unfortunate, but that's the result.
It is indeed. Beeston 3, Holcombe 4. 3 points for Holcombe.
Hampstead and Westminster hosted bottom side Reading, looking to continue their run of 5 matches unbeaten against a team who have won just once all season. The earlier fixture between the two sides was a close affair, with Hampstead running out winners by 4 goals to 3. final match of Saturday was Wimbledon at home to East Grinstead. Wimbledon still had an outside chance of catching Surbiton at the top of the table, whilst EG would still be looking just over their shoulders, having won only once in their last 5 games. So Surbiton's lead has been cut to 8 points with 12 left on offer. Wimbledon and Hampstead are almost guaranteed playoff spots, whilst Old Georgians will be looking nervously over their shoulders because Holcombe have cut the gap to just 6 points. At the bottom, Reading are now 3 points adrift of Brooklands, who have slipped below Exeter and into the relegation playoff position. That's all for week 14, the first show this week. Make sure you look out for week 15 to see all the action from Sunday's matches.